here we are, round 1. This is certainly a keepable hand. We only really need 1 land to do some decent shit, and I guess we can just throw this down on turn 1, just in case, so we will keep. And we're on the draw, which is always helpful for keeping more mediocre-ish hands. Okay, that guy is interesting. I don't know what our opponent is planning to do with that exactly, but if he powers out something big and scary, like I said, we've got this available. Oh, and he's attacking with it, which is probably a goodish sign, although you can't really do too much. Not having 2-drop is an actual good sign. Yeah, we'll just play our second land, say go here. We are not under much threat. And we have that Reckless Scholar to play next turn, so. Alright, and take another 1. And nothing still from our opponents. Alright, well, I'm just going to pretty happily run out our Reckless Scholar. We can, like, discard Macabre Waltz now without worrying too much, but first we'll probably madness these guys out if we don't have much better to do. You know, if it didn't involve, like, sacrificing a... Oh, wait, yeah. Maybe, no, because we can't, alright, wait, we didn't have 2 swamps. I was going to say, maybe we should just madness this out with that, but we didn't have 2 swamps, so we'll take our licks. Alright, and our opponent still has played nothing. Well, now we have 4 mana, which we definitely want to play this land, but it doesn't let us do much more. So I think we're just going to pass, and, I mean, maybe our opponent's holding up counter spells or something, but we'll try and jump this guy in and, eat his stupid little guy. Oh. Alright. Looks like he was thinking on our end step for a second, but nothing came of it. Okay. And, alright. It's targets. Alright, we definitely want the second swamp, so yeah, I think this guy's just coming out anyways, like we said. Sorry, our genius high-level ambush play. Click it, and pay 2. I guess if he naturalizes our Sinister Concoction this turn, we left ourselves open, but he does have 5 mana to potentially counter this. I wonder if that's what's coming. Yep. Is this counter and investigate? It is indeed. We passed that. Oh well. I'll take my 1 point of damage and we can get on with our lives. I mean, we can just literally it's up to 2. We can just Macabre Waltz it right back, which might actually be just the best play here. We're not doing much else with our turns, so it's just a shame that well, I guess I should loot first, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and loot. Okay, I think I definitely want the Niblis here. So let's just discard the Moondrakes since we are going to get a creature back anyways with Macabre Waltz. Yeah. Let's do that. And then, oh, they've gone over there. Yeah, alright, because we have something to do. And then, yeah, let's just get the twins back now, though. Wait, I want to make sure I actually click them both. Okay, I think I did. And discard a card, you. Okay. Click it. Where's your counter spells now? Well, he did get 3 clues, which is a pretty big payoff for countering it once, but we ended up with it still on the board and up cards, so I'm not going to complain too much. I just don't know what's all in his hand. That's the scary bit. I guess it's all reactionary stuff, but oh, well, he's cluing now with 4 cards in hand, so that's got to be a good sign. I think his deck must be some sort of a clue or delirium combo thing, so maybe it's good we took away that investigate mill card from him, actually. Alright. Well, here, I'm thinking I'm just going to Sinister Concoction the mole. while bouncing the Loam Dryad. Well, bouncing the Loam Dryad is so terrible, though. I guess I'd rather wait to do that, like, next turn, like, after I play this guy, or something. Or I could just throttle the mole. I think maybe I just want to throttle the mole and attack with this and save this. And then I can loot as well. But I'll loot, like, on his end step or something. Yeah, let's just throttle the mole now and, start getting in with these guys. Because if he is some, combo jank type thing, I think we want to hurt him sooner rather than later. Oh, okay. Oh, right. He has more mana than I thought he did. Huh. Okay, I can live with that, actually. Actually, that's just straight up, that's interesting, because that essentially gives us a free draw in the long term, right? But given that it's not in the short term, do I still... Actually, I think I'm just going to swing here and hit him for 2. Because I kind of, well, this guy's probably the thing I'd most want to loot away. But in the grand scheme of things... Okay. So he's certainly slowed us down a little here. But we're still, like, if we were actually under pressure, then I'd be a little concerned. But just kind of the reality is we aren't. So, alright. Let's play this. And I may even, if he swings, just get rid of this guy by Jace's scrutinying to get a clue on our side of the board. Okay. Yeah, I think he's got to be some blue-green clue type combo deck. I just wonder if he has the Miller to, yeah, he's got all the clues. Just don't know if he has the proper kill conditions, really. Well, I think it's better at this point to save the scrutiny for, like, this guy, then. Oh, okay. Right, you can... Alright. He certainly has the Loam Dryads, that's for sure. Alright, 6 land. We're still playing our lands here because we have this guy in hand, and I think if we play this, this thing just kind of potentially wins the game on its own, despite the fact that he does know we have it, because we Macabre waltzed it back. That said, here, I think I'm going to pass here, and I can Madness in this while still casting one of these two in the combat. Although it's kind of awkward. I can't, like, block and then Madness these guys in, and then also, like, have the scrutiny on this while this blocks something else, but things could be worse, I think. Or do I... Yeah, no, I think I just want the twins coming in this turn, because it gives me a freebie draw. Alright, he's cracking the clues. And who is he coming in with? Everyone. Okay. So I'm going to loot. And get the twins out there again. Okay. Right, and how Madness works is still feels a little awkward. I never know when to click things, but I'm always very apprehensive about not missing my Madness stuff. Okay, and then, yeah, that's good. Okay, I kind of figured he'd do that, and so we will just do this and save ourselves a little damage. Or this could just be the place if I just concoction these guys while bouncing this. I think I like that a little more, actually. Or should I kill the... No, because I think I blocked the... Yeah, no, I'd rather kill it because I don't want to bounce these guys and give them another clue, really. Okay. Bouncing you. And we'll take 2, kind of taking 3, because we did have to do ourselves 1 there to get all that out of the way. But once again, our twins are only bounced and not gone for good, and we actually just drew our 7th land there, though. And I mean, he's not out of gas, but how many bounce spells can the guy have, right? Okay. Yeah, here I think I just want to slam our Moondrakes. I suppose I should loot first because I'm not blocking with this guy. Okay, Deadweight is pretty good as well. But yeah, I'm just going to get the Drakes out there this turn. I feel like if he had long-term removal... Oh, we'll give this guy flying. If he had long-term removal, it would have come down on the twins at some point instead of bouncing them for looter value. Okay, that's pretty good here. That is pretty good indeed, actually. Taking 5. Like, all these little points of damage are starting to add up. But he's almost out of clues. That's what we get going for us. He's out of cards on hand now here. Okay, that's just another clue. Yeah, he's just flooding the board. Okay. Ooh. That actually lives Deadweight now. That's annoying. Okay, well. Gee, stops it from 2 turns of blocking. It's quite good. I think we just kind of have to Deadweight this. And then... If I'm Madness, so Deadweight's 1, then 2... Right, so I can Deterrence. I have 7 mana. I can Deterrence, Madness, or Scrutiny, Madness, and Deadweight here. So I think I just Deadweight that, or I'd probably actually, rather than the twins, have the Niblis in play, and I'll just block this with the Deadweight on it. I think that's a little better. And then this guy can block, and I can Scrutiny one of those guys. Yeah, sure. Okay, and... I think I want to keep the land to loot at this point. Even though we do still have a bunch of cards on hand to spend our mana on, I think we want to focus on digging for more useful stuff at this point. He can sack... no, wait. Yeah. You can bring this guy out and get rid of the Deadweight, but then he's no longer a flyer, so... And combat damage no longer stacks, so it's not like he can take our guy down first. Kinda has to pick one or the other. Okay. Now the question is... Would I rather block and Scrutiny or bring in the twins, knowing that he could have bounce? I think I'd still rather bring in the twins, I think. Yeah, alright. We'll see who he comes in with first. If he doesn't attack here, it's great for us. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for the twins play. We are in a pretty low life here, but let's get the twins. Let's bring him in. If he's got more bounce, he's got more bounce. Okay. He's letting us block, so we might be getting like Scrutinied somewhere. Like we might get Scrutinied here, and that kind of sucks, but worse things could happen. Oh, bunch of mana. 4 mana. What's 4 mana? What's 4 mana? Well, we're definitely getting tanked on, that's for sure. Didn't have any... Oh! A card I often forget about. Okay. Makes it so we kind of have to stop this guy pretty soon, but... damn. We should have Scrutinied, because then I could have had this guy at 3 power. So there was a line of play that actually kind of got us what we wanted, but no valid. He still can't get through this guy when this guy taps, though, so we'll see what he's doing here. Oh, as our Drake, presumably? Yeah. Huh. I'm surprised he didn't do that. I guess he needed to know if he was going to have to trick or not, but if he did that pre-combat, he could have gotten in for 2 extra points. Well, we have Throttle to kill. We have 7 mana, so that's enough to do both these, which I think is what we need to do. So we can block his Moondrake with our Moondrake and throttle it and scrutiny that, and then these guys can block on the ground. Alright. I think at this point I do actually kind of have to block with my Reckless Scholar and just trade it for a Loamdrad. Just so terrible, but if he only comes in the air, it saves us from having to do that. And in the air he does. Okay. So we are going to block here. Okay. We are going to throttle this. Please no tricks. And we are going to scrutiny that. Whew, staying alive. Staying alive. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. Okay. I like that. But, not at its most useful at the moment. Alright. Let me loot. Deadweight. Alright, deadweight's decent here. I think we'll just, our main concern is that if at any point I don't think this is going off this game, unless we fuck up. If he gets rid of our flyer, the question is if I put a second deadweight on this. If I put a second deadweight on this, because if he draws a bounce spell and gets rid of our flyer right now, we just lose. Which is not the type of situation I like being in. I think we're going to... How much mana do I have? We have 7 still, right? Yeah, so we can still do all this by just... Well, not all of it, but... I still think I want to crack the clue first here and just see what we get. Another land, so that's something that should get looted away, but I will play my 6th then. Or will I? It's... because we also kind of want, if he plays another relevant threat, then we want the other deadweight then. But I think with the Reckless Scholar, I can dig to just some of... I still have more... I have another throttle. No, wait, I used both my throttles, but I have the Kindly Stranger, which will be on. I think I just dig for that stuff, and we just play down all our crap for now. And say go. You can't attack with the Moondrakes, obviously. Yeah, fuck. The thing is, I don't know if he has more bounce in his deck, and if he does, all he has to do, or another Stitch Ghoul, if he gets rid of our flyer at any point, we just lose. But it looks like we lived another turn there, so... Well, let's just get rid of the land. And play... Okay. I can fuck with that. We'll just use that as a free loot. Oh. This is so horribly scary. This thing doesn't really get in because, unfortunately, the thing in the ice can just block it endlessly. I guess I could... If I'm going to play this and Geese's Bidding anyways, we might as well just swing with both these. Oh no, because you could just trade 2 Loamdrads for this. That's pretty bad. Alright, I'm just going to play this and say go. Oh. really thinking if I just should have another dead weight on that or not. Okay. Give me another card. Ghoulsteed. Okay. But for now, we will just be happy bidding. Alright. I gotta start playing faster as well, actually. Okay, there's our Kindly Stranger. So we just kill this, and then we can start getting in. Nice. Could have been pretty respectable. Die. Oh, yes, please. Sure, we give him another clue, but considering everything, things could be worse. Okay, we want to hold back, I think. We'll hold back this guy. And we just played this. And then we'll hold back this guy as well, and then everything else can swing, I think. I don't think there's much chance of a hasty flyer coming for us, so I think this should be safe-ish enough. Ooh, yeah, we definitely have to start playing fast, though, or I'm just going to lose this round of time. Jeez, he is just taking a lot there, huh? Maybe, wait, did I have... No, because he still had 2 blocks he could have done. So I couldn't really have tried for lethal there. Okay. There's a clue. Oh boy, what's he doing? Okay. Scrutiny on our guy on end step, just so he can crack clues with man open, is pretty good. They're definitely digging for an answer. Question is whether they have one or not. I don't... Oh, I guess hypothetically now they could have flipped Thing in the Ice this turn, but we still made it out alive, so... Woo! Scary, scary game. Do we have anything that's good against the goofy clues decks? That I can really think of. Maybe I should consider one of the... No. Wait, does this work when anyone taps a clue? No, okay. Yeah, I think we're just going to keep it as is. I think everything in here is pretty alright. And his deck wasn't that scary. Like, against a really good deck, if we dirtled around like we did against, like, some black-red vampires, very good deck, we would have just died. So I'm confident that he wasn't able to kill us. I don't think he has the clue combo stuff he needs, maybe because we took this. Alright, round 2. Game 2. Alright. But yeah, this playing faster is definitely going to be a concern. This is a very keepable hand. We're going to keep this for sure. Keep. Just start getting our 2 drops down. Definitely running out the Ghoul Caller's Apprentice first, because presuming we draw a 3rd land, we can play this guy and bounce on turn 3, which is pretty good. There's that 3rd land. Let's run this down. I will trade for his Logger if he offers it for sure. Okay, Thing in the Ice. An earlier Thing in the Ice is a lot scarier than a late Thing in the Ice, so it's possible we just kind of have to hold on to our bounce spell for that. But given that he's not getting in right now, I actually think I'm just going to run my Scholar out right now. I'm going to save my bounce spell for a Thing in the Ice if that starts ticking down. And because, yeah, this guy just gets blocked by the 0-4, so powering out, getting him out early is no longer nearly as valuable. Okay, and he's just going to skip his turn to transform. That's fine. It still trades for this guy, so I think here just going to pass and loot with the intention of Gis's bidding. Yeah, and yeah, we just hold on to this for as long as we need to. I'll start leaving mana open for it as well. We only ever have to leave 1 blue. As long as we have our Reckless Scholar, and then once he invests enough in trying to flip this, we will send it right back to his hand. Oh, okay. See, this guy's really good in this kind of deck, I think, with when all our opponents is clue. Okay, he only has one blue up. Yeah, we're gonna take 2, but I will still just trade it, no problem. And we can always bounce if he... I don't think there's much he can... Oh, well, he can for 2? What is he investing here? Just a scrutiny? Adjust the wind. Okay, that's fine. We do take 4 because of trample, but... where is Arceus' bidding? Ah, yes. Alright. Very good. And he actually flips his guy back. We're going to play our 5th land for sure. And I don't think this will get flipped next turn, so I think I'm safe enough to play Pale Rider and the Twins here. And then I can just loot that land away. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, okay. And now let me discard my card. And then let me madness it. Hehe. Alright. Can't be too disappointed in that turn. I'm not going to swing with the zombies here. We're still pretty held back by the wall of toughness. But if we bounce that thing in the ice, we can just start getting in there, actually. Or really just this next turn, we can kind of start getting in there. Although I'll be happier to do it after he's invested a little more in his thing in the ice. But okay. Ooh, white mana. This is spicy. That or he just clicked white because it doesn't matter what it is. I think that might be more likely. Gone missing. Targeting the Twins. Okay. Gets another clue. Nate Bade. Alright. At this point, we are definitely leaving our blue up for just the wind. So I think I am going to play this swamp so I can run down both this guy and the Twins. And since we are doing that, should I get in for 2? I don't think there's much risk in me getting in for 2 here, so that's what I'm going to do. You know what? That's actually a pretty bold block, knowing how many deadweights we have in our deck. But yeah. All right, let's do this guy, and we'll pass with the intention of madnessing in our Twins once more, or madnessing just the wind. If ooh, that's actually that becomes a little awkward if we. Well, it looks like he's burning some mana on clues at least, but because a lot of the instants and sorceries he would do during or after combat, at which point we'd already presumably have madness these guys in, but I don't think he's going to attack with much more than that, so. Yeah, the clock definitely feels like our biggest enemy here. We really want... I hope we draw a second island. Then we can just loot away the rest of the lands for the rest of the game. But I don't... This guy's pretty good here, I think. Because we can just attack and bounce with just the wind on the turn we attack. Or he'll just let it in. But I think we just get wrecked, especially considering we have some token guys really hard if we let this thing transform. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. I mean, we're still bringing in the Twins, but okay. He's only got 1 mana then this turn, so I'll feel all right using our madness on this. On that guy, okay. So we just do this. There we go. Okay. And then we play those guys, and so we're going to lose our next turn of looting, but that's alright. We'll just keep our hard cast bounce mana open then. And not even the 1/3. He'd rather block with that. Okay. Well, Yeah, we actually want to play Warped Landscape here to get us to a second island and 7 mana for these guys. So let's run that down. Do I want to attack here? No, I think I just kind of want the block brigade on this round. If you didn't have the 0-4, obviously I would attack with like one thing to... Oh, that's not great that I had to do that, but I can take another 2 here to just do the usual, so... Okay. Ooh. I think we actually bounce this here then. I don't think we... Fuck, although... That puts us in a very awkward spot with this thing in the ice. But I think this is too much of a problem if we let this happen, that I still just have to bounce it here, which is very unfortunate, but... Yeah, now we really have to start getting afraid of thing in the ice. Okay, but him replaying that there is pretty good, actually, for us. Alright. Now we got our land and our graveyard. Oh, and there is the dead weight. Well, do I still just want to dead weight the thing in the ice? Because I can really start attacking when I do that. But I think here it's better for us to just play the Moondrakes. Yeah. Do I still want to attack, though? Hold on. If I attack with these two, he basically has to lose something. Attacking with the 2/2s, though, is suddenly really bad because of this guy. Still, I think we start getting in our damage where we can. Although, no, yeah, because he can't. Alright. He has to lose something decent here. Or he just takes 3. Yeah, okay. We'll get our 3 damages in where we can, for sure. Alright. Oh, wait! I misplayed that so bad. I should have killed the thing in the ice there. Oh, well. Okay, we can... Hopefully he won't... Jeez, now I remember why that was relevant play. Well, one, I should have just gave someone flying if I wasn't planning on doing that. Yeah, my brain was in my head, the way I formulated the play before Clock Brain took over, and I was just like, just go! I was like, oh, if he blocks here, I can thing in the ice and get rid of, I can deadweight and get rid of this thing in the ice, but I'm an idiot. And here's what, another clone of our guy. Probably 8 mana. Yep, and that's X mana going away. Okay. That is going to be a big clone of our guy. And he did it pre-combat this time as well. Although I don't expect him to swing. Okay, 9/9 basically means we need our hard removal for him. So let's start digging for that, please. Okay, that lets us trade, which might have to be our play. I can't swing again to try and... Well, actually I can with this guy. Yeah, I guess we'll try and get rid of this thing in the ice here by attacking with this thing. And then we're just going to throttle and trade and say fuck it. Unless I will loot first. Okay, nice. So we got rid of the thing in the ice. And I'm going to loot to, okay, another island, to see if we can do a better thing than throttle and trade, but it's looking like throttle and trade is what we're going to be forced into. Yep. Shit. I gotta get used to playing quicker again. I don't like F6ing with our deck because we have so many potential interactions. Okay, no swing there is pretty good for us. He's just gonna let that flip. And I think we attack with this again. If he wants to trade it for his 4-2, he can do so. Oh, right, or just do that, right? Okay. We actually, I think, get rid of the 2-3 here. Yeah, because then all our 2-2s can start getting in a lot better. And let's just play our Wicker Witch and leave the island to loot. And that's terrible. That was bad. I don't have enough lands to throttle now, so we just have to take 9. He comes at me with it. Yep. So now we take 9. Okay. I'm very bad, very bad at this game. Okay, we can do this and throttle safely, guys. But yeah, we have to start getting in on the ground here, so... yeah, like that. 3 and a bit minutes here. This is just going to try to fat, which is not great, but such is life. Okay. Throttle and trade is still the plan, although he now has a couple more cards than should have let him, but we at least made our boy. Maybe he just leaves it back now because we can potentially kill him here. Actually, he's 4 blockers. If he blocks our highest powers, which are 3, 5, 3, and 2. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Let's block. Yeah, I'm even just gonna block the 1-2, and I'm gonna block here, just to be the safest we can. Okay, well, I don't want to discard 2 cards, so. And throttle this. Okay, he let that happen. So, did we get him? Question mark. He has 2 cards in hand. Hey, we got him! Alright, that was a little tenser than it had to be, because I'm absolutely awful at clock management now. But we managed to get there. Jeez. Well, this deck proved it can win a game. I'm happy about that. His deck seemed one, like, clue engine combo piece short of a really beastly deck. Like, if you had that ongoing investigation thing, or... which one's the blue-green one? Like, the blue with the green activated cost. Basically, any of the cards that reward you for cracking clues, I think we would have gotten fucking wrecked. But because he didn't, or he just didn't draw them, we got there, and we're on to round 2. Or I guess we would have been on to round 2 regardless. This is Swiss. Shouldn't get it, but we're on to round 2, 1-0. See you guys there.